Oh, dang it. I wasn't recording any of that. Good? Whoa, whoa. Hey, Breebs Nation, it's Jordan Page from Fun Cheap Free. Let me try that again. Hey Freebs Nation, Jordan Page from funcheaperfree.com here, and we are on Baby Watch 2020. Woo woo. Oh, tag on my clothes, party foul, hold on. You guys have had so many questions about these Page twins, so I thought I would just sit down, pull up your questions, and do a Q&A to answer them all for you. Let's do it, oh yeah. Rundown for those of you who have absolutely no idea who I am. Hi, I'm Jordan. I am a productivity and budgeting guru, but I also have like 100 million children. And so by nature, I have lots of opinions, ideas, tips, and tricks, mostly for what not to do when it comes to parenting and raising a big family. But anyway, I share a lot of that here on YouTube as well as Instagram. Bing! Check it out. We have a lot of fun over there. I have got 6 kids. Oh, they're so cute. The oldest is about to turn 10. The youngest right now is about 15 months old. But, surprise, surprise, we tried for another one and got bonus. Found out we're expecting twins. Shook us a little bit, but we're so excited. So we kind of feel like we're starting over a little bit and have learned a lot this time around. All right, so I'm just gonna jump into your questions. Whoa, if I can hold my phone. Let's do this. TD123 from Instagram asks, do twins run in your family? Yes, apparently they do. My twins are fraternal. We are having a girl and a boy. You can watch that reveal. I will link it below. It's super cute, super fun. It's worth your time, trust me. Apparently, fraternal twins are genetic. Identical twins, a kind of a random miracle. And my twins are fraternal, so they are genetic. My mother's grandma was a twin, and apparently my grandpa told me after we found out we were having twins that we have had several sets of twins in our family that were born many generations ago, but none of them survived. They just didn't quite have the medical care that they do now. God bless medical technology. So apparently, yeah. Okay, Din Wizzle from Instagram says, what are the other kids most excited about with the future of having 2 babies to love on? Are they already calling dibs? We've already got 6 kids. This will make 8. Our kids, all they know is a big family with a lot of siblings. And our kids, we're really blessed that they all get along really well. They're all best friends. It's just a constant riotous, chaotic, fun mess at our house all the time. So for our kids to add 2 more babies to the mix, they weren't really phased too much. And they are super excited. The boys are especially excited to have a boy. The girls are excited to have a girl. So everybody's happy. All right, there have been lots of questions about how this multiples pregnancy has compared to my singleton pregnancies, which, side note, the first time my doctor called my other babies singletons, I snickered because I thought it was a cute nickname. You're so cute. No, come to find out, it's actually a term, and that's actually what doctors call single babies. So if you have 1 baby, that is a singleton. Anything else is called a multiple. Who knew? Right now, I am almost 30 weeks pregnant. My other babies, they've all been born within a week of their due date, one way or another. This pregnancy right now at 30 weeks feels pretty darn typical, honestly, compared to my singleton pregnancies. I would say that that's probably so far anyway one of my biggest surprises. I automatically pictured that with twins, that everything would be double the size, double the hunger, double the sickness, double. And you know what? So far in my experience, it has been the same. Everything's just been a lot sooner. So I'm about as sick as I was with my other ones, which is so sick and so miserable, but it happened weeks earlier than it did with my singletons. Right now, I'm about the same size that I was when I was getting ready to deliver, whereas this time I still have 7, 8, 9 weeks left to go. All of the aches and pains I'm feeling, the heartburn, all the symptoms have been pretty typical, just much earlier. The fact that I still have, hopefully, another 2 months to go, I don't really know what to expect from here because all of this will probably be new waters. Wish me luck. Do you feel more movement with twins than 1 baby? That's another thing that surprised me, is I guess I figured that with twins, I would be feeling everything twice as much, right? But really, they're just twice as crammed in there. So baby boy on this side, which is my left side, he's been head down, so his booty and legs is kind of like up here sometimes. And then the girl she's baby A, so she'll be born first. She's kind of down here and up along my right side a little bit. We'll see where she settles. Let's hope she settles head down. When I feel them kick, I feel like baby boy's legs and booty up here and her legs and booty down here. It kind of almost just feels like one baby that's like rocking out from both ends. And apparently in the next few weeks, by about 32, 34 weeks, the babies are gonna get pretty darn crammed in there, and that there won't be a whole lot of flipping or moving, and that whatever position they're in will likely be the position that they're in until they're delivered. So I don't know, maybe it will feel twice as much. The jury's still out on that. Follow me on Instagram and I'll keep you updated. Okay, do you plan to breastfeed? And then another question, how can you breastfeed twins with everything else you have to do? I'm expecting twins as well and worried about this with my other kids. I love breastfeeding. I'm a proponent of it. I know that it's very healthy for the baby. The problem is my body, luckily, is pretty darn good at getting pregnant and carrying healthy babies, knock on wood, but my body is not good at producing milk. Let me tell you, we have tried it all. I've done the lactation classes, the specialists, the supplements, all the trickery, and the reality is a lot of times your body's gonna do what it's gonna do, and for me, my body really struggles creating breast milk, but it does other things very well. So I don't know. So for me, I do breastfeed my babies. I tend to have to supplement right away within the first month. With my Maury specifically, we went about a month where she didn't grow even an ounce, and so the doctor was like, yeah, we gotta supplement. And then as soon as I started supplementing her with formula, she shot up in weight and became a little chunk. For some of my babies, they're able to bounce back and forth between the breast and the bottle really easily. For other babies, once I introduce the bottle and formula, they really lose interest very quickly in breastfeeding. So I'm just gonna go as long as I can, as long as my body will. A lot of twin moms have suggested if I'm going to breastfeed to try to do it tandem using a twin nursing pillow. So we'll see. But I'm going to have formula on hand and lots of bottles on hand. First of all, so people can help. But second of all, so I can make sure that my babies are eating enough. So I'm not set in stone one way or another. I'm going to just do what the babies need. All right, Mama Lise says, your biggest craving this time. What has been your #1 craving with each pregnancy? Ooh, interesting. You know, I find that my cravings are strongest in the first trimester. This pregnancy, it was really interesting. I was specifically craving arugula. Not lettuce, not salad, but actual arugula. And so I was making mozzarella tomato pizzas with arugula like 3 times a day. I could not get enough. And then someone told me that it's full of folic acid. So that's probably something my body was needing at the beginning of pregnancy. So I'm actually a big believer in cravings. One of my girls I was pregnant with, a singleton, I was craving sugar, and not just like, ooh, I want a little sweet treat or a little chocolate. No, like plain sugar. I wanted to rip open a Sour Patch Kids bag and lick the sugar out of the bottom of the bag. It was weird. Well, come to find out, I was having major blood sugar issues, and so those cravings I was feeling, my body actually needed a spike in sugar at that time. So as weird as cravings are, I've actually learned to listen to them. You just have to be careful, of course, because sometimes those cravings could really just be like in your head an excuse to eat whatever you want. Your diet can get a little out of control. So there is a fine balance there. I've craved a lot of dairy this pregnancy, like cottage cheese, cheese and crackers, cream cheese and wheat thins, and then really bland things. I would say the strangest and most consistent craving this pregnancy has been Hot Pockets. The breakfast ones and the pepperoni pizza ones. I have one for breakfast almost every day, and it's just the one thing I can choke down and the one thing that sounds good, and every time I eat it, it tastes delicious. So I don't know what's in a Hot Pocket, but the babies want it. Are you nervous about managing twins rather than just one newborn? That's from Lauren Shaw. How do I answer that? I'm going to answer Lauren's question and some other questions I saw kind of at the same time. And the other questions were you hoping for twins? Were you expecting twins? Have you wanted twins? All right, so let me start with that. This is really interesting, and I haven't really said this a ton publicly, but I have wanted twins so badly my entire life. I know a lot of people are like, oh, twins, I would love twins, that's so great. But then deep down, they're like, oh, but like, don't give me ones. No, I literally, with every single pregnancy, including my first, I prayed so hard for twins and always felt the tiniest twinge of disappointment at my ultrasound when I found out there was only one heartbeat. And that was weird because I didn't really know twins were in my family. Like, I know they're really hard, but there's something innately in me that I've had since junior high or earlier that I've just really been drawn to multiples and really desired them. And so maybe that was God planting something in my heart early on, kind of preparing me for this desire to have twins. But even still, when we found out we were having twins, it was such a shock that we cried a lot the first day, not out of disappointment it's a lot to process. And every time I talked about it, for about 5 days after, I would cry every time. Out of amazement, gratitude, overwhelm, shock, everything you could feel, we felt over those days. So we are so excited to have twins, but having 6 singletons first, I definitely feel like I have a very realistic understanding of how hard newborns are. I have not had twins myself, so this will be all new. However, my sister-in-law got her miracle twins, boy-girl twins. You know, and I have a lot of twin mamas. I even have a mom friend who's got quads, Gardner Quad Squad. You can see them on YouTube. So I think I have a realistic expectation in view. I guess I am a little bit nervous because I can only imagine logistically how hard it's going to be. However, going back to the first part of my story, I've always wanted them so badly that the desire is overweighing the fear. I don't know why I got so lucky, because I have so many family members and friends who struggle with infertility. And I just want you to know that I have a very, very tender place in my heart for anyone who struggled getting pregnant or who has had babies with health issues or has had miscarriages or stillborns. I cry along with you on Instagram or in person if it's people that I know. It is a very tender place in my heart because I have close family members and best friends who have been through hell and back with all of that. So I also, I guess, understand what a blessing it is and what a miracle it is. And so all of that outweighs my fear. But yes, logistically, it's going to be really hard. But what's the point in worrying? What's the point in stressing? That literally helps nothing. I need to be wise enough to know the difference between the things I can control and I can't. And I just don't know what it's gonna be like until it's there. And even then, once it's there, try to do your best to power through. So that's my plan. Okay, who's next? Oh, how did the 3-hour glucose test turn out? If you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw the saga that I failed my first glucose test. And so I had to take the long 3-hour one and it was rough, but I passed. Woo! Do not have gestational diabetes, thank goodness. And for those of you who don't know what the glucose test is, it's just something really exciting to look forward to when you're pregnant. Does MCEWAN sleep through the night? Are you worried about balancing 2 baby sleep schedules with your own? Yes, yes. That is going to be crazy. The hardest thing about a newborn, I think, is the nighttime. They tend to sleep really well during the day. I find that I can get help during the day between babysitters or family or my husband. The kids are in school during the day, but at night, you're kind of just on your own and it's really hard. Everybody needs sleep. So that is very hard with newborns. It is 10 times as hard with 2 newborns, especially if they're preemies. So I'm very well aware of that. Does MCEWAN sleep through the night? MCEWAN is my current baby who is 15 months old. He will hopefully be about 17 months old by the time the twins come. He sleeps through the night by Paige standards. I do have a video about how to get your baby to sleep through the night. So check that out. I've got some tried and true tips that really, really could help. One of my expectations is that I don't even sleep through the night. Bubba doesn't even sleep through the night. My older kids don't even sleep through the night. Everybody has to wake up to go to the bathroom. People have bad dreams. You have weird indigestion from something you ate. Everybody wakes up, right? But the older kids and myself and Bubba, we wake up and then we can put ourselves back to sleep. Babies wake up and they want their mom or dad. So yes, MCEWAN does wake up in the night sometimes, but it's not consistent enough that it causes many issues. He usually does a pretty darn good job of going all night long until about 6 a.m. and he is an early riser. But the way we've worked it out is Bubba wakes up with MCEWAN, and then when the newborns come, I'm mostly gonna be on newborn duty at night, and then hopefully with some supplemental help from maybe my mom or Bubba's mom, or I don't know, we still gotta figure that out, but we'll kind of tag team that way. Then I can sleep during the day and he can sleep at night. Oh, it's gonna be hard. Battery died. Hold on, where's my phone? Bending over is definitely one of the hardest things in this pregnancy. They're very squished in here. Many, many, many of you have asked Will you have more kids or are these your last? I guess I should address that. Oh, let me preface by saying we have never had a number in mind, ever. A big family to me is like more than 3 because I grew up in a family of 3 kids. Bubba grew up in a family of 4. So to me, 4 or more feels huge. But I did know that I would love as big of a family as we could afford, as we felt like we could handle, as many as God would grant us. But we never had this magical number in mind that we were like, we will get to 5 or 6 or 8 or whatever. We decided early on in our marriage that we would leave it up to God and our own merits. We do use birth control. We totally believe in family planning. We believe that the size of your family is between you and your spouse and the Lord, and that's it. And how you do that is totally up to you. And so that's how we've governed our own situation as well. So early on in our marriage, we just said, you know what? Let's take it 1 kid at a time. That's what we always said. Let's hope for a big family, but we're gonna take it 1 kid at a time. We're always gonna keep the best interests of that baby and our family in mind. So we started with 1, and then 2, and then 4, and then 6, and now here we are, I don't know. What's interesting is that as you'll see in my twin reveal video, as we were driving away from that ultrasound where we found out we were having twins, I declared, we are done. We are done here. And I realized that I probably shouldn't have said that because I was in an extremely emotional state of mind. I was thinking more with my head and logistically, like, that's it, we cannot do this anymore, which kind of goes against what we had always decided as a couple, which is to take things 1 kid at a time, or in this case, 2 kids at a time, and then take it up with the Lord. So as the shock and awe wore off from that announcement, I am open either way. I am open to the fact that these may be our last kids. I'm open to the fact that these might be our last biological kids, but maybe our family will grow by way of adoption or fostering someday, I don't know. Or that maybe there are more babies in heaven that need a good home and are waiting for us. I honestly do not know. I don't have an answer, and I ask Bubba once in a while and he doesn't know either. So I guess my answer is a politician's answer of, I guess time will tell. Let's focus on getting these twin babies here safe and sound and see how it goes. That's all I can say. I don't know. All right, Girl with Green Eyes 94 says, what's in your hospital bag? Ooh, that is a good question. I've been really minimalistic with my kids, just kind of borrowing things, using what we've got. But I will say with twins this time, I'm pulling out all the stops. I'm getting all the cool gadgetry. I'm getting everything that the twin mamas say that I need because we're gonna be in survival mode and I need all the survival tools I can get. I will do a video showing you all of the stuff that we get in preparation for the babies to come, and then I will also probably do a video of what's in my hospital bag just to show you guys everything, why I chose it, where I got it. I'll try to get coupon codes for everything, so stand by. It's coming. Caitlin Winkler says, how do you do it? Honestly, are you a superhuman? I was only pregnant with 1 baby when my older one was a toddler, and between morning sickness and fatigue, I could barely get myself off the couch. This is a hard one for me because I have had this question pop up a lot. And it really strikes me, and I kind of get emotional answering it because no, I am not superhuman. I am human. I am human just like everybody else. This pregnancy is really hard. I'm miserable 90% of the time. But just like you, I know that pregnancy is a gift, and I really try not to complain, and I really try to push forward and be there for my kids as much as I can. But what I cannot express enough is that superhumans don't exist. Superhumans do not exist, especially on social media. If anyone looks like a superhuman, it's because you are seeing their life through a little square of edited bliss, and it is not reality. That being said, I also firmly believe that you do not have to live in overwhelm and chaos and despair and anxiety. I firmly believe that. Am I exhausted? Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. My body hurts just like yours. My energy level, the sickness, we're all susceptible to. The difference is I really believe in the concept of essentialism. I've been reading the book. I definitely recommend it. I will leave a link to it and the author and all the information below. And productivity. My productivity bootcamp has helped me so much because I really always focus on what is the most important thing I can be doing right now. And sometimes that's resting. Sometimes that's getting help from a babysitter or a family member so I can just rest for a minute. Hi, Maury. Come here, come say hi to my friends.
What are their
Looks like we have a visitor.
Mama?
Their names are Freebs. Come here. Oh, you have lipstick on. Like right now, I have a babysitter. Hi. To hang out with this cute girl for a minute. We are trying out what it feels like to have consistent help during the day, to help me with laundry or picking up groceries or just watching the kids so I can take a nap or get some work done, like filming this video. And this has been new for me because working from home, I've always just kind of tried to limp along and do everything on my own, and I realized that's not the best way. So my biggest tip is I'm not superhuman. I have asked for help. And we have adjusted our budget to be able to afford help, and we would not have been able to do that years ago. So that is a blessing of getting out of debt and focusing on our finances. Whoa! So don't think that I do this all on my own. I don't. My kids are really helpful. They help me a lot with the chores. We are trying out someone new to be here to help me during the day, and that has been incredible. I know I'm going to need a lot of help, especially when the babies come, and I've just had to let go of that. We find it in our budget to have our house deep cleaned by a cleaning crew once in a while. I'm really good about prioritizing my time. I use my block schedule planner and my block schedule system religiously. I will link that below. I say no to way more than I say yes to, but otherwise you just gotta give in. Like at the end of the night when I'm tired, I just relax. Or if my craving is to lick the sugar out of the bottom of a Sour Patch Kids bag, then I do it. I listen to my body, I ask for help, and I'm like an anti-perfectionist. Very against perfectionism. I aim for B minus, sometimes B plus results. I love you, bye, bye. Dang cute. Kids are the best, guys. They're so hard, but they're so worth it. All right, I've already spent way too long on this. Sorry this video was so long. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for following along on this twin journey. Any multiple mamas out there, please give me your advice in the comments below, or heck, any mamas out there for that matter, give me your advice. What are your must-haves? What do you pack in your hospital bag? And then for anybody else, if there's questions that I missed, leave them in the comments below. Maybe I'll do another one of these. Hey, I wanted to let you know that there's this program that we call VI Freebs. It's $5 a month, and it's kind of like Patreon, where we give bonus content, deals, we give you first access to products that come out before they're sold out. It's really neat. It's only $5 a month. And in the month of February or March, spoiler alert, they might get first access to find out babies' names or to meet babies, or I don't know. So if you want to be in on the Cool Kids Club, be sure to check that out. I will leave a link for VI Freebs below. I would love to have you in my VIP club. I really gotta go to the bathroom because baby girl is sitting right on my bladder right now, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I might need a nap too. Maybe I'll go eat some Sour Patch Kids because I've been talking about them so much. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye, babies. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, babies. Oh, what'd you find?
Can I actually have this?
I'll take the pen and you take the cup and the treats.
Mommy, can I have 2 treats?
Yes, because you're so cute.
Mommy.